live. Let's get started with our build for today. So like what I said earlier, this is an AI concierge that we'll be building for Airbnb hosts. So if you're like me, I personally like to stay at Airbnbs rather than hotels. I mean, it feels more homey, but I've noticed that like the common problems that the hosts are experiencing with their Airbnbs, which is it's 10 p.m. You get a message from your guest asking how to use the espresso machine or something like that. So how to work the TV. So me as a guest, sometimes I don't really want to bother the host, but I do need help. So it's kind of like a massive pain point for both the guest and the host. So hosts are constantly answering the same questions, and guests like me, I hate the feeling like a nuisance. So today we're going to solve that problem by building a 24/7 AI digital concierge using AskSpot Spotlight. So this is a tool that you can build, you can show to a short-term rental host to help them get better reviews and also some fewer late night texts. Oh, so let's get building. Okay, let me go to my AskSpot account right here. So as I said earlier, guys, while I'm building this out, feel free to type in your questions, or you can also unmute your mics. So let me just go inside my business here in AskSpot, or you can create a new business also for your like Airbnb spotlights. So you can put them all in one place. Now let's click create here. And then as for the title, let me just put Airbnb Spotlight here. We don't need to create from existing chatbot. I want to create it from here. A few description. If you fill in the description for this, also the name, the AI, and then you turn this on, the AI will pre-fill some of the stuffs like the welcome message, the prompt for you. So it's just a easier way to pre-fill some of the data that you have inside the Spotlight. Oh, sorry, let me just turn this off. I don't need that. Okay. Okay, now let's go inside our Spotlight. And then first things first, you need to add at least one resource before you can see your Spotlight. So for the resource, I put together like a quick document that shows FAQs of the property. So basically it's the Wi-Fi password, how to use this, or how to do the checkout or something like that. So let me just show you guys that quick document that I put together. Here you go. There you go. So let's just say that the business is, or the property is called Driftwood June. So here's the house FAQ and manual. So you've got the Wi-Fi there, you've got the entry and security there. So once we feed the chatbot with all of this data, it will be able to assist the guest with the questions that it has regarding these. So let me just quickly add this source document, integrations, and then Google Doc. Let's make sure that our Google Doc is in preview mode, not in private mode. Okay, so now viewer, okay. Now let's put it right here and save sources. Okay, so now as you continuously go along, you can just add new data to your document right here, and then the chatbot will be able to digest that if you turn the auto sync on. Let me just do that right now, auto sync, and then let's just say every week, because I don't think I'll be updating that every day. Okay, so that's been toggled on. So we're good with that. You can also add, one thing that you can add in here is get like a guide or a PDF guide on about your neighborhood, so that the chatbot or the Spotlight can also recommend some good local finds, or maybe some tips regarding the neighborhood. Maybe your guest or the Airbnb guest is staying for more than 2 weeks, they'll need like a guide. So the Spotlight can also help with that. So online you can find like quick guides to this neighborhood, or maybe local recommendations or local tips. So you can also add that right here. You can just add the webpage link to that resource that you found online. and just add scores, and then it'll be able to digest those information, and you'll see your character pull up right here. The more data that the chatbot has, the more this will what do you call this, the more this will increase. So let's now that we have our sources, let us now go to our settings. First is our header. Logo, I don't think our business has a logo for that, so let's just put the title. This is Driftwood Tunes, AI Assistant. Okay. And then our call to action, maybe I'll just leave that blank. We don't really need it since this is just like customer service bot. And then for our custom links, I'll be adding a leave a review link right here. So again, this is just a fictitious client, so this link may not work. So let me just put this, book your next stay. And then you just provide the Airbnb link. Am I the only one not viewing your screen? Oh, are you guys able to see my spotlight screen right here? Okay, Robin says she sees it. Okay, awesome. Yep. Right. Okay, I see Deb. I think Deb will come back too. And okay, got it. So for the custom link right here, I'll also add some local recommendations. Maybe this is like a PDF document that you put together for the local recommendations, or just, a resource that you found online. So let's just save changes for this invalid custom link. Okay, so let's troubleshoot what made this become invalid. I think it's the space right here. So let me just remove that. Okay, settings saved successfully. All right. Let's just see how it looks like right now. It should have added. Okay, so there's our custom links. Now let's make sure they're at the center. Okay, and that should update right here. There you go. There you go. All right. Next is our profile. So for our profile part, I would prefer to add the image of the Airbnb host right here. Connie says nearby restaurants and close pizza delivery info. That's extremely helpful to feed into the chatbot, or maybe into the headers, because that's mostly the frequently asked questions, right? Or maybe you can even add like a data on how to get to this famous location from the host's place. So you can also have the chatbot give them directions, something like that. So there's a lot of possibilities in here. So as I was saying, for our profile options, I'll be uploading a profile image of our host. So this one I just generated through ChatGPT. Okay, let's just wait for that. So if you're uploading a profile image, it's best to use a square image of 1x1 for best results. And then you can also embed a profile video if you want, maybe a welcome video from the host, to make them feel at home, make them feel at ease, something like that. And as for our profile description, let's just greet them with a warm welcome. Hi, we're Jake and Melissa, your hosts at Driftwood Tunes. And then just a little story about the host. There you go. And next is our social media links. I'll be just adding links to the social media of the property itself. So add link, maybe this one's the Instagram page for Driftwood Tunes. There you go. And then Facebook page for the property. Okay. Right. So that's been saved. Now let's just take a quick look at how it looks like. This is our profile card. So here's the image, and then the initial, and then the social media icons right there. If they click on it, they'll be redirected to the site of that. Next, we will be going to chats. So this one will configure, this will be the AI chat itself. This will be the AI assistant itself. So do you want to allow user to send text? Yes, that's the primary purpose of this. Do you want to show like and dislike? Let's just toggle that off. We don't really need that. Okay, so for our initial message, let's say, hi there, I'm your virtual concierge for 3-Foot Dunes. Ask me anything about the house, how things work, or where to go around town. Let's save this. Okay. Branding, let's just leave this on for now. And let's see how our chat looks like. Okay, so there you go. And I would add channels right here. So let's do that later. Let's add some channels so that it doesn't look very empty and so that we have more like features in the AI chat. Next, let's go to customization. Let me just select a custom theme right here that I created. Okay, I think that looks great. Save changes. All right. So all your custom themes. So for example, you created a spotlight with its own custom theme. That custom theme will also be available when you're creating your other spotlight. So you can just browse through those themes right here. Okay. Let's go back. And as for our prompt, this is where we will put that under AI configuration. So it's very important to generate a prompt that is, or put the prompt that is specific to the goal of the spotlight. So this is the prompt that I will be using. It says, you are the friendly, helpful AI concierge for Driftwood Dunes. So it will also, you will also provide like example questions to handle and also the tone of the AI when chatting with the user. Okay. AI platform. So yeah, we're good with OpenAI and GPT-4. And then over here is where you can set accuracy and creativity balance. Let's just put this to focus. And so I wanted to rely more on its sources and not provide like imaginary responses. Flow setting, so we don't really need that right now. Some controls right here. So you can limit your messages also that is being sent to the spotlight. I'll toggle this on. It's helpful to turn on prevent auto scroll after the bot replies. Okay, that's been saved. Now let's start adding those channels. So for the channels right here, I think I'll be adding, as a guest, I think my primary question is what's the Wi-Fi password? So let's do that right here. And then let's leave this empty because we want the AI to generate a response. Okay, so that's the first thing. Next, I think let's add a phone channel where they can just directly call the host if there's something urgent. So let's just add the phone number right there. Call the host, phone numbers. So if a user clicks on this channel, the dialing app on their phone would open up with this phone number, so they can just stop the dial and it will call the host. If you're on a PC like me, it will just find the available dialing app or software on your PC. If it doesn't find any, I think it will give you like a QR to scan. I think that's what it will do. Let's see, add channel. I think for the next channel that we will be using a form channel, which is for reporting an issue regarding the property. So report an issue, for example, the bathroom wasn't that clean. So this is where they can provide their feedback. Or you can just, just rename this to be a feedback form or something like that. So you do have to pre-create your forms in the form channel. So what I mean by that is before you can add them to your Spotlights channels, you do need to make sure that you have it already created in the lead forms. So let me just show you right here. These are the forms that I have. And here's the form that I pre-created for this Spotlight. So basically, it's just the title, report an issue. Then we're just collecting their name, their email, and the description of the issue. And then the cool thing here is you can even get the owner notified whenever someone sends a form submission or whenever you receive a new form submission, you'll also see the connected chatbots right here. Okay, so let's go back to our Spotlight. Okay, now let's go back channels. And like what I said, that's the form channel, report an issue form. And then we will not be setting this as a primary, because if we do, the form will automatically open right after the Spotlight was viewed, or after sending the first message to the Spotlight. So we don't really need that to be set to primary right now. And then for our next channel, let's just add a checkout walkthrough. Let's just do that. Walkthrough. And then let's just leave this blank, and then the AI will walk them through checking out from the unit. Or if you want, you can use a flow channel, so they can go through an entire flow of what to do when checking out, or something like that. So you can use a flow channel for that. For this, let's just use the question right now. Okay, and make sure Wi-Fi is at the first option. Sorry for being late. The time difference always throws me off. You'll get the hang of it. And then let's just put this here. Okay, Wi-Fi pass, call the host, support an issue, checkout walkthrough. Okay, now let's see how that looks like on our Spotlight. Okay, there you go. So there's our header, our profile card, our chat, and then our channels. But I would put this channel on the initial part of the Spotlight. So let's do that right now. So we want to show that on the initial message. Let me just toggle them off so that they will not show up here on this part of the Spotlight. Okay, toggle that off, update. All right, now you'll see them disappear from this. So now we're putting them right here. So let me just go to settings and then chat. And then right here on our select channels, you'll see the drop down. Let me just add those quickly. And check out walkthrough, and then call to action name of Wi-Fi password. So that's the Wi-Fi password. There you go. And then this one is report an issue. Report an issue to the host, something like that. And then call the host, and also check out walkthrough. All right. Or let me just change this to report an issue form so that they know what to expect. Okay. Let me just refresh that. All right, so there you go. They've been added to our initial welcome message. Now, if I just click on this, it's going to give me the Wi-Fi password. Let's see, report an issue form. Let me just refresh that and refresh this. Okay, now if I click on report an issue form, it's going to ask me for this name, email, and describe the issue. If I submit this and I add the owner's email to the behind the form, they will get notified immediately. And then what else? Checkout walkthrough. The AI provides them with a quick guide for the checkout process. Okay. So any questions maybe regarding this Spotlight?
Can you go back to where you had sources and you had the resource? You had a lot of different actions there, and I missed
Right.
the I don't see those actions in my within my Ask Spotlight interface.
Are you referring to this or
yeah, right there. So if you go down to resource names where you pasted the URL, and over to the right, where it says action plus, you have the I and then the refresh and the on and the,
Here.
yeah, right there. I don't, all I have is the I and the delete. What's the other two there?
Oh, okay. Mostly this option, the auto sync option, the update source option only shows up when you are
Where you,
using a live web page like this one's a Google Doc. So you can
okay,
auto sync feature for that. If it's an Excel file, it will not, this will not show up because we can't really do update that live. So yeah, it depends on the resource type right here.
okay. I had a doc on mine, a OneDrive doc, and so I don't see those features. So I guess it's a different kind
Yeah, it will only work on integration. So if you add a Google
of.
Sheet, Google Doc, and also on web page, and also I think RSS content also.
Okay, so OneDrive wouldn't qualify, so I'll get it.
Yeah,
Okay,
it will. Yeah, that's
all
right.
right, all right.
Right. Since Eric pointed it out, I just want to say that you can also add tags in here, guys, if you want to like sort your sources right here. If you're uploading a wide variety of data or sources in your AskSpot account, you can just create tags to like quickly view those here on this part of the page. You can pre-create your tags in our tag section on the left-hand corner. There you go, right here. Right. Any other questions, maybe? Let's see. Do you guys want a copy of this spotlight? I can paste it right here.
You bet.
And are there tags assessment guests? If they came from referral, if they came from referral for your website, if they've stayed before. I don't, oh, there's no way to, yeah, segment guests or use the tags in that purpose. So we use the tag when it comes to segmenting the flows that we have. So you can add a tag for the flows that you'll be creating. So if you're creating a multiple flow for like a single client, you can just add a tag to that. So you can just so you can just quickly filter by tag right here. And then we also use the tags, like what I said earlier, for the sources. So if you have like a wide range of sources added to your bot, that's when you will use the tag feature. So yep, let me just give you guys a copy of this. Save changes, okay, and paste it right here. So you can just import that on your account. I will also be posting a recording of this. So if you like miss anything, or if you need to go back and see where I click on that because I click too much. So yeah, you can just review the recording for this spotlight.
In the classroom?
Yes, that would be
Okay.
posted in the school community as a post right here.
Oh, I see.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, guys, you may want to view this latest post from AskSpot. So it's a new custom GPT regarding Hermose's 100M money models. So it's super awesome, super amazing right here. Just click on it. So yeah, any other questions maybe that we have? Have you guys tried the GPT-5? What's your thoughts on it?
Didn't see much difference.
Yeah.
Kind of, I don't know. Uh, I tried some generating graphics or uh, infographics or whatever. It just didn't seem to do any much. Didn't seem to do much better. I thought it would do well, but it didn't.
To be honest, I'm not very comfortable with using it because I think it's too smart for me. But I did try the agent module of the new GPT-5. It does work, but I think it's too slow to be doing like stuffs for you where you can just, do that quickly instead of letting the agent or the new GPT-5 agent do it. So yeah, it's too slow, the agent module right now. So I don't think it's that very far off. Personally, like the GPT-4. I mean, it's my best friend. Laura says, don't like it. Yeah. Get that. Okay. see. I think that would be it for today, guys. I really, really appreciate you all for joining. And again, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me quickly at support@askspot.ai, or you can also join the next live help call, which is on Thursday. So thank you all so much for joining. I really, really appreciate you. Bye bye, guys. Have a great day.